Welcome back to Sports Wrap. Covering athletes for a living, you learn a lot of things, including how sometimes the journey to reaching a goal is even more motivating and fulfilling than the goal itself. Take Zaylin Thomas, for example, who endured homelessness in high school and being away from his family to now becoming a vital member of the UCLA track and field team. Our Mark Rogandino has the story.
When you were in high school, right, and dealing with so many different things, including homelessness, when you look back on those moments, like, what do you think about?
Throughout life, everybody needs some type of trial, tribulation, something to get to like who you truly are. It really started in 8th grade. It was so bad to the point where 9th grade year, I had to move with my grandma. And then I couldn't bear like being away from my mom. So I just wanted to leave, you know, a good environment just to go be with my mom, make sure she's good. Cause I feel like you gotta stay close to, you know, the person that birthed you. Sometimes we didn't know what we were gonna eat, you know, bills weren't get paid, lights were cut off. We had to use even the oven to have heat sometimes, so you know, it was just bad.
But that also, as a teenager, that also takes a toll on your mind.
Yeah, on my mental too.
How did you deal with that part?
Just basically trying to be a stronger person for my mom. So she was strong-minded. As long as I didn't see her breaking down physically or mentally, I kind of felt like, you know, everything will be all right as long as we just stay together. All that had to make me grow up fast and realize who I was and what I wanted to do. I always had the talent to be, you know, like a star athlete, but I never had time to develop that talent.
Can you share where a father figure is, or?
Oh no, my dad, he was in the picture at that time. Yeah, he wasn't in the picture at all at that time.
He at times really hasn't had a father figure in his life.
That's true.
Is that something that you kind of saw and embraced? And if so, how has that relationship developed?
You know, as a coach, you're more than just a coach. You know, you're a mentor, you're a father, you're an uncle, you're everything.
You've been fortunate to have some other father figures step in and help you during the process. So I think Coach Allen was one of the guys.
Allen,
Describe those initial first meetings with him and how that came about.
Well, you know, I only did track 2 months in high school. That was my first time I ever did it for 2 months. And then I was progressing fast. So I started going to big meets like Tiger, Mount Sag.
He was in New Mexico and I seen him. And I was like, man, this kid's a good athlete, but he wasn't coached.
Zaylon, keep your form!
A lot of what we do is eyeball. You know, we see an athlete, we think, okay, there's something to this person, the way they move.
I was sitting in the stands and it was kind of cold, and his coach was like, hey, Zaylon, get up, let's go, you gotta go run this 400.
I was literally hiding because I didn't want to run the 400, and then my coaches, they slapped my legs, he's like, go find your spikes.
So I was like, wow, it's literally in 15 minutes. So you don't really have a lot of time to warm up.
I went out there, I ran a 40-out PR, and I was like, maybe I should start taking this seriously, you know what I mean?
And I'm like, now this guy could probably high jump 7'3", and he could probably run 46 right now. So what I need to do is probably talk to this kid.
And so that was kind of the beginning of it. He brought that to my attention, and you know, we just kind of watched him, and it went from there.
And then I was nervous because, you know, it's a dream school. I'm seeing these big meets, I'm seeing these big colleges. And I was like, you know what, I'm just about to try to approach myself to him, say something. And I introduced myself. I told him, what do I need to do to get here? So they told me the marks and stuff like that.
So I said, man, I'm gonna put you in a place where I was at, and then if you graduate, then I'll bring you to UCLA. And man, this dude, he graduated with all A's and B's. And so we sat down, we talked about a path. This is what you're gonna do. If you stay on this path, then guess what? You can get to UCLA.
It's very clear that you had being a UCLA Bruin track and field athlete. That was a goal that you set for yourself. What was the conversation in that first moment when you realized this is gonna happen?
You know, going through all this, just trials, tribulations, depression, upsets, just so many things going through my mind, and from not even having an offer, to talking about getting an offer, to actually having an offer, I didn't even know how to feel. I was just excited. I was just excited to be here.
What kept you going in those depressed moments, those dark moments, but yet the high moments to realize, I got to keep my eyes on the prize?
Yeah, my mom, she never gave up, so I felt like if she can go through all this, take care of a kid, you know, herself, and not really have nothing, and she can make it happen, then I was like, I have an opportunity, so I can make that something. I might as well flip it into something positive and be beneficial for me and her.
You know, he's blossoming and going to continue to develop in ways that are going to amaze us.
I just want to show I can do something with this opportunity, not just have the opportunity. So I just feel like I still have a lot to accomplish.
That was Mark Rogandino reporting. What a great story, continued success. Coming up right here, we have an update on Rams defender Aaron Donald. Is he still talking retirement? We'll have that for you when Sports Wrap continues.